You spoke with honesty. You repeated your words again and again, but people only heard what they wanted to hear. This story is about a man who discovered something powerful. Sometimes silence speaks the truth better than words. Once upon a time, in a quiet village near the foothills of northern Pakistan, lived a man named Rehman Ali. He was a lantern maker, humble, patient, and kind. Every evening, his lamps glowed softly along the village streets, guiding travelers through the night. People respected his work, but not everyone respected him. Across the road lived Mr. Kareem, the local clerk, proud and sharp-tongued. He often accused Rehman of overcharging for his lanterns. "Your light isn't worth the price you ask," he would say loudly in the bazaar. Rehman would smile and try to explain about the cost of fine glass, the oil, the hours of careful work. But Kareem never listened. He only smirked and walked away. Among those who admired Rehman was a young man named Ayan, barely 20, full of energy and dreams. He worked as Rehman's apprentice, learning how to build lanterns and how to live with patience. But unlike his teacher, Ayan had fire in his words. When people mocked Rehman, Ayan couldn't bear it. "Ustad, why don't you speak up? Why do you let them insult you?" he would ask. Rehman would only smile, polishing a glass lamp. "Sometimes, my son, explaining too much only feeds their doubt." Ayan didn't understand. To him, silence looked like weakness. Days turned into months. The rumors about Rehman spread, no matter how often he explained himself. "Rehman hides money in his shop," people whispered. "He cheats travelers," others said. One morning, an old Sufi traveler passed through the village. People gathered around him for blessings. Rehman and Ayan also went to see him. When the crowd thinned, Rehman stepped forward. "Sir," he said softly, "I have always been honest. But no matter how much I explain, they twist my words. What should I do?" The old man smiled gently. "Tell me," he said, "if a man believes the sky is green, what color is the sky to him?" Rehman frowned. "Green, I suppose." "Then," said the traveler, "can your words change his eyes?" Rehman shook his head. "No." The traveler placed a hand on his shoulder. "Then stop explaining colors to those who refuse to see. Let your silence speak. Truth needs no defense." Ayan stood quietly beside them, confused yet moved. From that day on, Rehman changed. He stopped defending himself. When accused, he simply smiled. When mocked, he stayed calm. Ayan struggled with this. He wanted to fight back for his teacher, but Rehman stopped him. "Peace, my boy. Let your work speak." Rehman kept working, lighting a single lantern outside his shop each night. That one lamp glowed longer than any other in the village. Travelers began to notice its warm, steady light, and soon, people from other towns came to buy his lamps. Even Mr. Kareem came one day, humbled and silent, placing 3 coins on the counter. "I need one for my porch," he murmured. Rehman simply nodded and handed him a lamp. No anger, no defense, only peace. That evening, Kareem stood outside his home, watching the gentle flame. He didn't say a word, but something in his heart shifted. He finally saw what words could never show. Weeks later, Ayan asked his teacher, "Ustad, how do your lights shine so beautifully?" Rehman smiled and said, "Because I no longer waste my fire trying to light the darkness inside others. I keep it here, where it belongs." Ayan understood then. True strength wasn't in shouting the truth, it was in living it quietly. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. When people are trapped in their own illusions, your silence becomes your greatest strength. You don't need to defend your truth to those who have already made up their minds. Peace isn't found in being understood. It's found in no longer needing to explain that, and in that quiet space. life begins to glow, like a lantern burning steadily through the dark.